thou shalt be iniquity and cause me to behold grievous. You know, we gotta witness. I can tell you that in Ezekiel the 37th chapter, the dry bones, you know, the dead sleep state, seeing our people off drugs, seeing our people killing each other, you know, seeing our people eating all types of abominable foods, seeing our people in a sickly state, which we understand why these things are happening, you know, because of the curses.
And then seeing this world progressively get wickeder, man, get worse. You know, waxing worse and worse. We have to bear these things, you know, like the brother referred to Micah, you know, bearing the indignation of the Lord because we went off, you know. So we for the time being, just like righteous Lot, we have to behold these things, but at the same time, we condemn these things through the scriptures, man.
Right.
And we hasten the day. We cry out to the Lord.
Hey, but the balance of it is, man, we gonna see the reward of the wicked. How right? Because always part of that number.
Yeah.
The Most High ain't gonna have us see all this shit, read all these articles, behold all this wickedness, and it's just gonna be the end all be all. That's just that on that. No, man. All right, from the chariot, hey, we gonna in the midst of this place going down, Lord's will, we gonna see it. The Lord gonna have His angels encamped around us. All right, and in the midst of this place being destroyed, Most High's gonna beam up His elect. We gonna see these people burning. We gonna hear them weeping and gnashing the teeth, man.
Yeah.
And that's why brothers are here to continue.
I'm sorry for my interruptions, bro. But when I was out here getting angry, I didn't understand the teachings of that. It was from King James. And if I would have looked it up, get it, I would understand. I love y'all, bro.
Joe.
I'm a Hebrew too.
Shalom.
All right?
Shalom. Right. Shalom, man. Shalom. Beautiful. This is yeah, man. This is back in Habakkuk 2 and 3. Why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
Yeah, the law is slack, and judgment does go forth. For the scriptures say the Lord is slow to anger.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is the judgment is coming. It's just that the Heavenly Father is letting it build up. Because He has an exact time, date on down to the second where He's going to bring forth the judgment. You know? Jacob's trouble, when He shuts down society with His martial law, when He cuts off the food, the scriptures say wild beasts changing their places. Ultimately, there's going to be a judgment for the people's actions on earth.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here to do, to tell you to stop doing wickedness and return and repent. We're in a time of repentance. And this is a very crucial time that we're living in. This is the time where the Lord has not really done anything yet. You know, I mean, throughout the four corners of the earth, judgment is happening. But right here in the land of America, it hasn't really hit like the scripture says it's going to hit. You know?
Yeah, that was the point.
Isaiah 55 and 6. Seek ye the Lord while He may be found. Call ye upon Him while He is near.
Yeah, seek the Lord while He's here. You know, while He may be found. How is He found? Through His prophets. Through the four corners of the earth. And seek Him and repent and turn unto Him. You know, get to this Bible. You know, live your life after the ways of this Bible. You know, because living your life and your ways after this Bible, if you're of the elect, is going to lead to your salvation. Ultimately, it's predestination. Either you are or you aren't. You know, that's what it all boils down to. Which the elect and the 1/3 are going to return from their wickedness back to righteousness.
Verse 7. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts.
And that's what Yahweh Shai wants you to do. Forsake your unrighteous thoughts and your wicked ways. Which we were once in that mindset of wicked ways, unrighteous thoughts. But what did? We turned away from that. You know, cast the old man off and became new men. We were born again. You know, renewed in our minds. You know.
We heard that voice that speak about in Isaiah the 30th chapter. All right, you know, this is the way, walk ye in it. You turn to the right and we turn to the left. All right, but the way that we're walking it's the straight gate, it's the narrow path, it's the path of difficulty. All right, that 2/3 of our people don't want to walk on. But little do they know, man, perilous times is coming to the earth anyway. You know?
And well, I can tell you when Noah was commanded to build the ark, he said he was moved with fear.
Yep.
So we were moved with fear. You start reading, because once you get to the scriptures and you start seeing what the Lord gonna do. Wait a minute, He gonna nuke this place with missiles. He gonna starve people out. He gonna have martial law. It's gonna be concentrated. All hell finna break loose. How the hell can I escape this? You know? I don't want to go go through this, so you start getting to the scriptures on what can I do for the Lord to have mercy upon me.
Right. That's how Ezra's had that mentality for a second. Woe is me, woe is me. Who shall deliver me for the times that we in now, man? And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the only person that can do that, man. The only entity that can do that.
Because he's the one bringing the judgment, so he's going to be the one to save you for what he's bringing.
It says, let the wicked forsake his way and the unrighteous man his thoughts.
So turn away, you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Don't follow after these wicked leaders. Turn away from that.
And don't even follow after your own thoughts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Scriptures say the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Your own mind is wicked, man. So you have to put on the mind of Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Also tells you in Proverbs the 14th chapter, there's a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. The only way to life is Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai, the straight and narrow gate.
Yep. It says, and let him return unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and he will have mercy upon him and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon.
He will abundantly pardon. So the Lord is looking for you to return so he can pardon. Ultimately, it goes back to the elect. But the Lord didn't leave any stone unturned. He said, if I had not come unto them, they had not sinned. But now they have no cloak for their sin. Meaning you would fall under the law of ignorance.
Yep.
But the Lord don't leave anything stone unturned. He got us out here. And look how many Jakes that passed by already since we've been out. So y'all ain't got no excuse.
This is Jeremiah chapter 3 and 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Yeah, pastors according to the heart and the mind of Yahweh Shema Shai, which are here to do what? To feed you with the wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. No? Comes with the knowledge, knowing who we are, and the Israelites. Well, what else comes with the knowledge? Knowing who your enemy is.
Yep.
Esau, the so-called white man, knowing who the other nations are.
Knowing how to govern yourself and how to deal with a scenario. The law, statutes, and commandments cover every situation. Man.
Every situation. How to live your life in the earth.
Yep.
Because Esau pushed do what thou will. Pretty much be in the earth, and whatever feels good to your flesh, just do it. But the Lord gave us ways on how to live in the earth that he created. How to deal with your woman. How to deal with your own flesh,
How to deal with your brothers.
How to deal with your brother. How to deal with your peers, shaving your hair off. Women covering up their hair. Women not wearing pants, they're wearing dresses. Men not putting on women's dresses. Different ways and different laws in the Bible.
What to eat, what not to eat.
What to eat, what not to eat.
How to deal with your enemy. Scriptures say never trust thine enemy. Scriptures got it all covered. Yeah, so I can continue on in this though.
I was saying how to take care of the earth, land Sabbath,
How to treat your animals, everything.
Everything.
The scriptures also speak about how to what to do with the lesser poor or the homeless. How you're supposed to leave grapes.
Grapes, leave some for the poor.
Take care of your soldiers. So everything that America don't do, man, that this devil don't do pretty much.
How to deal with currency? What's real currency? Gold and silver.
Yep.
How to if you have a worker that's working for you, how they supposed to get paid that very same day? And when you get deep into these scriptures, everything that the Heavenly Father set up is all being broken. You get paid. You got some Jakes get paid every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's hell. You got certain Jakes, you open your check up, Esau taking all the taxes out. You got to file taxes on top of the taxes he done took out.
Yeah.
This place, you get fined. This place is fucking hell. But the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is going to correct this place.
That's right.
It's Isaiah 24 and 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, which is Esau, the so-called white man. They say when the wicked are multiplied transgression, increase this white man and push everything to the brink of destruction.
I will say, but hey, it tells you in Sirach the 10th chapter, as the ruler is, so is his officers, all right, and so is the people. So everybody is saved for the Lord's elect is under the vibration of the so-called white man, the goddamn devil.
They tell you that in the Apocrypha and the Maccabees, After Alexander died, his 4 generals took over and it says evils will multiply in the earth. So wherever Esau goes, he spreads nothing but wickedness and evil.
The scriptures were us like it.
I was gonna say, in his mind, he thinks that's the way, but that his ways lead you to death. You know?
Yeah, the scriptures tells you in Malachi that refers to Esau as the borders of wickedness. So wherever Esau is, wickedness, he's bringing wickedness with him because he is the wicked. You know?
That's right. It says, the earth, Isaiah 24, where again, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Transgressed the laws, broken the covenants. Esau pretty much took the way that the Heavenly Father gave us on the earth and changed it, you know? You got it.
This is Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken over wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yeah, the philosophies of Esau, the so-called white man, that's been spread through the earth. All the nations are drinking of that cup. You know? That's why everywhere you go, it's an Americanized.
Yep.
You know,
Worldwide.
Worldwide. You know, you go to China somewhere. They got McDonald's. They got society set up in an American fashion. You know? You got the fucking people in the Middle East wanting the women over there twerking, wanting social media cash apps. You know, where are they getting these philosophies from this, the ways of Esau, the so-called white man, which the foundation is here in America. This is the foundation of wickedness. You know, do what thou wilt. Because back in the ancient world, the fact of the matter is, I can look around right now and I see all women wearing pants. You know? That's wickedness.
Totally out of order.
You know? That's complete wickedness. A woman ain't supposed to wear pants. And that's why a lot of times you deal with these women and their vaginas stink. We're gonna just be real with it. It go back to the curses, particularly our women, Isaiah the 3rd chapter. But for the most part, the Lord created the body. He knows how the body operates. The woman's vaginal region needs to breathe. You know, has to air itself out.
You have to have the proper diet.
Yeah, proper diet.
You're supposed to be dealing with one man from the first jump off. Your first man is supposed to be your last man.
And I believe the apostle of the Lord did a lesson on anytime a man puts his sperm inside of a woman's spirit, it actually attaches itself to her insides. It stays in there. Yeah, spinal cord. Yeah. They say even if you say you busted a bitch face, we're being graphic. We're being graphic with the shit, but Jake know what I'm.
Oh yeah. Continue on.
Don't be graphic with the shit, you know. But shit, pretty much this. They say the sperm can actually get inside, like being behind the woman's ear, make itself inside the woman's ear because they're microscopic, and attach yourself to her brain. You know, so that show you that when you put your seed inside of a woman, she's supposed to only be yours. You know, because anything other than that is unclean.
That's why all these women bug the fuck out.
They got all the spirits on them.
Like that bitch Tiana Trump said she done slept with over thousands of men. That's why all these hoes like be bipolar and schizophrenic and spazzing out. They got hella spirits on them, man.
They be definitely sickly and they got a lot of health conditions, issues. Yeah, right.
Which it all go back to Esau. We figuring out that the whole problem on the earth is you so-called white people. So the Lord gonna correct this.
Yeah.
Back in Isaiah 24:6. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth.
Curse devoured the earth. The earth is out of course. Everybody, I'm even looking at the health of the trees. The trees are catching nothing but hell. They sickly, you know.
Yeah, because man, when you break the law, statutes, and commandments, you better believe judgment is coming.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't the great judgment hasn't came yet, but man, because iniquity abound and love of many shall wax cold, these people are into just a death style. You know, that's why so much judgment is coming, man.
Things are starting to break down. That's why it started up earlier. You know, the earth language, the people language, which means I believe when you look into that, it means to become exhausted, man. To become spiritless, because everything has a spirit. Yeah, the truth. All right, so everything is getting worked to death here under the authority of Esau, man.
Yeah. So-called white man is wearing our earth out, man, because the earth belongs to the Israelites, man.
And that's why the scripture says, should us destroy him, which destroy the earth.
That's the spirit. We get this. Think about that. Yeah.
Because Esau, you actually destroyed goes right to the well and get water for free. We gotta actually go buy water because the water that we get is so contaminated out of our faucets. And then we buy it, but because we still gotta bathe with it, so it's still entering into your pores. You take a shower, unless you got a filter. You know, the water's getting in your pores.
Chemtrails, you know, the air you breathe, you know, the food you eat. It's all tainted, man. You know, the things that you see, everything. See, Esau so much of a demon. He attacks. Jay, we dealing with our people, man. To hell with you heathens, you deserve the hell. All right. He gives us hell on every level, man. By the things that you see, by the vibrations, the things that you hear, the things that you intake to eat. You know, it all has a negative effect on your body and your spirit.
This is Micah chapter 2 and 10.
Yep.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
Arise ye and depart, you Israelites, for this is not your rest. See, we were brought over here to America to serve out a sentence, a prison sentence, you know, for sinning against the Lord. But arise and depart, for this is not your rest, says, because it is polluted. It will destroy you even with the sore destruction. So being in America is going to lead you to you being destroyed. You know? You eat whatever you want to eat. You see, look at the examples of why people obese, diabetes, depressed,
bugged out,
strokes, all having heart attacks, strokes. Because you ain't eating what the Heavenly Father told you to eat. You know? And who can we blame Esau? Because Esau makes abominable foods available. You shouldn't be able to go to a meat market and there be a pork section, you know. Or you shouldn't be able to go to the fish market and they have unclean fish there to purchase.
Right, yeah. Shouldn't be no fucking red lobster.
Yeah, shouldn't be no red lobster, you know. Or you can eat shrimp, which our people, mainly the Israelite women, love to tear up some damn shrimp.
Yep, crab and
lobster and all that shit. That shit, because in the kingdom of heaven, these things are not going to be available to do anyway. Because these things have a purpose. What is a pig here for? The pig is a garbage disposal of the earth. It cleans up all the waste of the earth. And it shits it out. What does the shit do? It goes back to the ground of the earth. It's a cycle. You know, you can take a bunch of garbage and throw it out to the pigs, and they actually eat it all up. You know?
Yeah, that's why they refer to them as bottom feeders. Just like
crabs,
shrimps,
catfish.
Yep, all that. Those are clean the ocean. It showed you that in that movie Finding Nemo. Yep, spirit. How they had, was it a lobster or a shrimp up in the tank?
It was a shrimp.
And he was just cleaning up all that filth, man, in the tank, and that's what you eat.
Yeah, that's the ecosystem. Because all the fish in the ocean, they have a system. They have to eat. They have to do things in their bodies. And what do? They shit it out. So the Lord created, instead of all that shit that's piling up in the sea, and it's the whole sea covered with shit. He created. I'm gonna create the crabs. And then I'm gonna have them clean it up, and I'm gonna create the shrimp, and that's why they're in abundance. But that's why it's so hard to catch them. They got that shit called deadliest catch. You in the middle of the ocean, a boat rocking all crazy, and you risking your life. You risking your life. That nigga gonna pay for that. You got to show on how to catch the crab. You know.
They say it's one of the most deadliest professions.
Yeah.
That's why they made a series after that.
And then when you pull the crab out of the bucket, out of the thing, it's an abundance of it. It's an overwhelming amount because they not supposed to be eaten. And they all squirming around. They like, what the fuck is? You gotta pay for that. They squirming around. They wonder what's going on. You know.
It's Psalm 82 and 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
The ways of Yahweh Shema Shah, how the earth is supposed to be ran, is out of course via what? Esau, the so-called white man. He's changed the ordinance. He's changed the laws. You know.
Yeah, this is Revelation 11:18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come.
And the nations are angry because Esau, your skirt is being lifted up, and all your allies are turning against you. They can see that you're the main problem on earth.
Yep.
And the Lord put you in that snare from the get-go. From the moment you were created, you were put in the snare to lead you to your ultimate destruction. Everybody hates you, so-called white people. Everybody hates you. The trees hate you. I tell you that in Isaiah the 14th chapter, they're going to rejoice at your downfall. The animals hate you.
It's spiritual because ultimately the Lord hates you.
Yeah, ultimately, yeah. And he's the creator of it all. So the creator of the creation hates you, and therefore the creation hates you.
Yeah.
But you were created too. To be hated and to ultimately be destroyed.
Especially the Babylonian Edomite.
Yeah.
You American Edomites, but everybody hates you.
Everybody.
He hates you.
Rightfully so.
So you white people, your time is coming to an end. And good riddance.
Yeah.
We don't need you on the earth. You know?
Yeah.
We can go on. We can go on and on and on about your wickedness. Let's go back into the scriptures.
That's right.
Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, in the time of the dead, that they should be judged,
Yeah, so the Lord gonna bring forth judgment. Got it.
and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets.
So we're in a time where the Most High Yahweh Shema Shai is about to reward his prophets. Because, matter of fact, whole day get Malachi 4, and you can start, just jump to the point. 2, Malachi 4 and 2.
The Lord return with healing in his wings.
Healing in his wings. Because ultimately the reward is the Heavenly Father's Son is coming back to save us and deliver us, and we're going to have to be able to get our hands on you elite. Because ultimately, we speaking about the so-called white man, but we gotta bring it more home to who it applies to. Everyday Edomites, you just two-time losers. These motherfuckers right here, they're losers.
Yeah.
We talking about the elites, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, you top international banking families that have the power to influence things on the earth, to change things, to change laws, to break down societies, you know? You have the ability to build up societies, but you choose to bring forth wickedness and evil, you know?
Oh, you want to go straight to the point, yes? Malachi 4 and 2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings.
Just talking about Yahushua coming back to heal his elect, to bring us back to that glorious state as the sons of the Most High once again. We receiving the heart of flesh. We receiving them brand new bodies. We getting the rulership of the planet Earth underneath our Lord and Savior Yahushua. And doing what? Continue.
It says, it shall go forth and grow up as calves in the stall.
Or ex calves in the stall, because the shepherd is going to be with us, you know, Yahushua. You know?
And ye shall tread down the wicked.
And ye shall tread down the wicked. So this is the reward we're going to get. We're going to be able to get our hands on you elites for what you've done to the Heavenly Father, people, and what you've done to the earth. You know? We're going to be able to physically harm them. And I know they hate hearing that. Eventually they're going to come to physically harm us, which Isaiah 59 and 19 is going to kick in and various other scriptures. And some of us will be martyrs, but the scriptures say the dead in Yahushua shall rise first. So ultimately, we got to remember that we're going to be able to physically get our hands on our oppressors, our enemies. You know?
And those that die in Yahushua, it says your works will follow you.
Yep.
So every day that you've done towards Yahushua, that's all it's about, endure to the end. So some brothers' end is going to be sooner than other brothers, you know, as far as being martyrs. Yet you're going to receive your award. You know, like the brother said, like the scriptures say, you're going to be the first to return with the Lord and the angels, man.
So Hebrews 6 and 10 says, the Lord is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which you have shown towards his name, which you have ministered to the saints and do minister.
And we gotta remember, everybody lives to the Lord. There's no such thing as death.
Right, yeah.
Death is only a transition. You leaving one tabernacle, the flesh, and going to another tabernacle. So it's going to be a change in flesh. Because ultimately, we're not even going in the kingdom of heaven in these bodies that we're in now. Right. We're going to have brand new bodies that the Heavenly Father has prepared for us.
That's right. That's right.
And you, Malachi 4 and 3, and you shall tread down the wicked, or the Edomites, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet, in the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts.
Yeah, so this is the artist's depiction of the judgments that we're going to bring to the nation of Edom. They're going into slavery, captivity. Pursuing the Revelations 13, 9, and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So we're going to be able to physically harm our enemies. Put them in slavery.
Right.
Separate their families.
Right.
Pack them on slave ships. See them suffer. See them catch nothing but hell. See their families be broken up. See their families suffering of all types of diseases, mental illness, living in the ghetto, suffering. The so-called white man is going to be put in the ghettos, in the pits. You know, this is actually going to be reality. We're going to have you in the fields picking our cotton. You know? We're going to chain you up. You know, this is an art, but art is going to become reality. You know, pack you in slave ships, turn you. looking ones with the bed winches. Chain little Timmy up, you know. That's coming to you so-called white people.
We got precepts on precepts on precepts to prove what the brother is saying.
Let's get into it. You know?
Yeah, this ain't from our figment of imagination, man.
Yeah, this is the
Paces in the faith of the saints.
Straight up.
This is the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, the words of the Creator.
This is the will of the Heavenly Father, man.
Right.
This is Revelation 2:26. And he that okay, verse 25. Yep. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come.
Which is this truth, this wisdom, this knowledge, and this understanding. This is all we got in this society, in this world of darkness. This is the light, this truth. So hold on to this truth for dear life. You know?
Okay.
The knowledge that we receive, don't let this go. With some of y'all that was called was never chosen. You let the knowledge go, slip right back into the hands of Esau, of Satan, you know, the spiritual demon Satan. The demons and thoughts bring you right back into the world. You gotta rebuke that. Hold on to this. You know, the fight ain't gonna get easier. It ain't, as we get to the end of Yahweh Shai's return, the fight is gonna get intensified. And that's why the Lord gave us the tools, the armor, the armor. So we gotta build ourselves up.
Verse 26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my words unto the end.
Because ultimately, we know that the so-called white man is going down. We know that America's going to be destroyed. We know that the Lord Yahweh Shai is coming back to deliver his elect. If you keep the works of righteousness unto the end, there's a reward. You got it?
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works and to the end, to him will I give power over the nation.
So that's what it's all about. It's all about power. Yahweh Shema Shai is going to give his elect men, his chosen people, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Native Americans, which are the Israelites, starting with the elect. He's going to give you power over the nations. We're going to own our enemies. Esau, the so-called white man, is going to be property of us. Just like we were once property of them. Slave number this, slave number that. Yep. Sell you an auction in blocks. We're going to have slaves. You know, this is the property of war. This is property of Yar-Yar. You know? This is property of Par-Thumb. You know? We're going to actually own our enemies. And you know, Esau, the so-called white man, the elites, they hate to hear that, but it's just true. And that's what the gift that the Father's gonna give us. You know? Because we ain't gonna do a damn thing in the kingdom of heaven. We ain't gonna work. We're not gonna. It's gonna be everlasting rest, everlasting joy. Who's gonna make our garments? Who's gonna make our jewelry? Who's gonna make our cook our food? That's what you nations are here for.
Hey, who is gonna buck up against it? You know, the requests. You know?
Which is gonna get into it. What's our God doing right? You got a question?
I was reading about the wormwood. The wormwood, when it crash on the hill, would that be the mountain of God?
You referring to
Is that
Revelations? I believe that's referring to the missiles.
Yeah.
Well, they say all the nations will flow to the house of Jacob. The house of Jacob is going to be, it's like the mountain itself is the house of Jacob, and then it is the mountain of God.
But when you read the scriptures, the mountains referred to as a government. So really,
but it's associated with that word wormwood, and I know that the government point of view of what wormwood is a meteor crash. You know how they make movies about it.
That's what they say. But according to the scriptures, that's referred to in the metaphor as the nuclear missiles.
They said it's something from heaven to earth. I don't know if it said a star. Oh, it said a star from heaven to earth.
I got it right here.
What I'm thinking is our heavenly missile will be a meteor.
But meteors do hit the earth. What it was referring to is that the Lord prophesied that He's going to put the spirit on these nations that have nuclear capability to shoot their missiles over here in America. Because it's prophesied that Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, shall be utterly destroyed. The scriptures refer to it as the lake of fire.
Right.
You know, it's actually America is going to be a lake of fire because the missiles are going to come. So right before the missiles come, the Lord's Son, Yahweh Shai, is going to come and He's going to beam up His elect, and we're going to be beamed up in the chariots to receive salvation from not being destroyed by the missiles.
But wouldn't it be easier if a missile was to come to because if a missile comes, and you know they say we're supposed to be burned with fire, right? So I don't know, a lot of people probably think the sun is just gonna, be
lot of people got false. A lot of people have been deceived.
Right, but what I'm trying to say is that if I look at it from the point of wormwood, of a meteor crashing to Earth, you know, and if it's a certain size, it can bring on that utter destruction that the Bible speaks of.
Which it could, but we know according to understanding that it's talking about the missiles. We can get into it. Let's get into it.
I was going to say that in the book of Job, it says that a fire not blown is what's going to burn it. And that's the technology. That's the technology of the thermonuclear missiles.
Joel, the second
But it doesn't start like with pyrite and flame. It's going to start with
But the missile do have a tail of fire. It's like a meteor.
yeah, but
I can
it's
say the same for. I see what
I'll probably
you're
start at
saying,
verse
but I'm
6.
just saying the tail.
Where was it? Revelation 8, chapter 8. The point was in verse 11.
it's also like with the wormwood, it's a bitter plant. So that's like you could say that it's a bitter destruction.
We can start.
I'll just start at verse 6.
Revelation 8:6. And the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound. The first angel sounded, and there followed hell and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth, and the third part of trees was burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up. And the second angel sounding, and as it were a great mountain, burning with fire, was cast into the sea. And the third part of the sea became blood, and the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died, and the third part of the ships were destroyed. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon the third part of the rivers and upon the fountains of waters. And the name of the star is called Wormwood. And the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters because they were made bitter.
Which is talking about the missiles coming down and hitting this place, because it keeps speaking about the third part. Now, if you know, in the book of Genesis, the Heavenly Father dealt with 3 classifications of men. You had the sons of God, which were a representation of the Israelites. You had the sons of men, which represents the other nations, and then you had the sons of the wicked, which represents the Edomites, the so-called white people.
And you say these all sons of Yah?
Yeah, because in the beginning, the sons of God are the Israelites, the chosen people. In the beginning, there was no Israelites, there was no Edomites.
What about creatures of flesh?
Pretty much, the nations were all one color back then. We were all dark skinned.
Right.
The Lord was dealing with us by our classification. The sons of God, because the scriptures speak about the sons of God, which are a representation of the Israelites.
I know you
Which Adam came out of that line, the sons of God. Noah,
Righteous line.
Right, the righteous line. Noah came out of that line. Then you had the sons of man, which represents the other nations, the Arabs, the Chinese, the Japanese. But at that point,
And I like to say that